have you as part of the Google Hangout that we're doing. This is like the fourth one I've tried to do. We tried doing one on Saturday with a brand new computer, and halfway through the Google Hangout, everything shut down. So we're going to try it again, and if it doesn't work this time around, we are going to go with a complete new setup as far as hosting the videos and sharing the videos. Maybe we'll go to live stream or Twitch to share what we're doing live. Maybe those will be a little bit easier and a little bit more seamless to run, and we won't have as many problems as we've had with Google Hangout. I wanted to do Google Hangout because we've used it a lot in the past for team meetings, and it's a great way to interact with people and a great way to work with people, and I really enjoyed using it. But it's not been working as far as doing these live Hangouts, broadcasting them straight to YouTube. So anyway, without further ado, welcome to Mentoring Made Easy. This is going to be our first full presentation tonight, and I'm glad that you are on the call with us. Glad that you're on the Hangout. If you've tuned into this afterwards and are watching it on YouTube, thank you very much for checking this out. A little bit about me and to introduce what exactly it is that we're going to go over. My name is Riley Alexander, and I'm an entrepreneur. I have spent the last 11 or 12 years involved in owning my own businesses, creating my own time, and building this lifestyle that I've wanted. And it's been amazing. It's been quite the ride. It's been pretty fun. It's had its ups, it's had its downs. And the purpose of what we're doing tonight ties into what I've learned and what I've gone through over the past 11 or 12 years, and what I want to share with you of how you can create your ideal life, how you can create whatever it is that you desire in life. And part of that is that, you know, one of the things I've noticed throughout my life is how some people seem to be lucky all the time. I had a friend one time, I don't know, it's been about 8 years ago, and we were talking, and he mentioned that one of our mutual friends just seemed to have all the luck. He always seemed to be in the right place at the right time. He seemed to always get to the grocery store, and there was a parking spot right up front. When it came to financials things, he always seemed to be right there when a great real estate deal came up, or a great stock deal, or something that he could flip. Same with his career and with his job. Every time he turned around, this guy was getting extremely lucky, it seemed, with his profession, with his job. He had a gorgeous wife that he had married, and everybody thought that this gentleman was really, really lucky. And my friend bringing this up to me, that question has stayed with me my entire life. It really had an impact on me. And I started thinking, okay, so why is it? Why is it that some people go through life and it seems like they have the Midas touch, whether it be in relationships, whether it be in business and finances, in their own personal life, health and fitness, they just have this touch that everything goes right for them. And what is the secret behind that? Why are they like that? What is the secret? Why do they get to go through life in a constant state of amazement and a constant state of creation and manifesting whatever it is they want? So I've had this concept in my mind for quite some time, and I'll tell you right now, I've never believed in luck. I believe that we create our own opportunities. I believe that after the last 8-9 years of actually being able to study and mentor and learn, that we are where we're at because of who we are in the 6 inches between our ears. We are who we are because of the thoughts we put through our minds. We can change that anytime we want. And these people that seem to be lucky or seem to catch all the breaks, the only difference between them and you and I is that they've learned the secret. Now, I'm not talking about the book, The Secret, although that is part of it. they've learned what it takes to create the ideal life. They've learned what it takes to manifest exactly what it is they want in this world. So I started about 11 years ago in business for myself. I had been working for a company up in Wyoming, was doing really, really well, making exceptionally good money. And I went through my own little economic crisis. I was injured at work and ended up having to take about 10 months off of work, laid up at home. And we just bought a nice home. We'd just bought a couple vehicles. And this event in my life, it really set us back financially quite a bit. We almost lost our house. I ended up turning a vehicle back. It was not a good time in my life. It was very frustrating for me. And I spent a good part of my time reading and listening to tapes, things like that, trying to figure out how I could keep this from ever happening again. Because I really felt during that time that even though it was a complete accident at work and no one was really to blame, my entire financial future rode on my boss. It rode on my job. And if my job had a hiccup or my boss had a hiccup and could no longer employ me, then my financial security went away. And I decided that that would never happen to me again. I would do whatever it took to take the financial security. I wanted that control in my hands instead of somebody else's. So I started studying, I started reading, I started looking for mentors. I was able to start my own business, and a short 3 years later, I ended up retiring. Well, I retired from my job about a year later, and I ended up retiring completely in late 2006, early 2007, when I was 26 years old. And life was amazing. Life was great. Financially, I had never done better. Relationship-wise, I ended up going through a divorce, and it was an interesting experience for me. It taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about myself, and it taught me a lot about the priorities that we have for things and about what we create. Now, over the past few years, about 4 years ago, in 2008, 2009, of course, everybody knows that was the economic collapse. I had just remarried a wonderful woman who I'm still married to today. I'll be married to for a long, long time, because she's an amazing person, and we really have a lot of the same visions and goals. And during that economic collapse, our business did not fare very well, just like so many others out there. There are so many other businesses out there that during that time period, they lost a lot of money. Some went bankrupt. We went right to the verge of bankrupt, and then we have teetered on the edge of bankruptcy for a while. We were able to pull out of it, and we were able to do fairly well. But it felt like we were stuck. It felt like I had accomplished everything that I was going to be able to accomplish, and that I could not go any farther. I felt like my life had plateaued, and that didn't matter what I did, my business was not going to pick up anymore. I was not going to be able to create any more income, and our relationship was going to be stuck in the same place that it was. So last spring, about a year ago, we were introduced through a couple of our friends to a company called Strongbrook REIC. And we were introduced to it because our friends knew that we were looking for a place to start investing in real estate again and to move some of our assets over to. And that's what Strongbrook's main purpose was at that time, was creating real estate wealth, helping people to create and manage their real estate portfolios. So we started working with Strongbrook, and about 2 or 3 months into working with their team, one of the ladies who does a lot of work with Strongbrook called my wife and I, and she explained that she had had this impression that she needed to tell us about the mentoring side to Strongbrook. And I didn't realize this when we had first started working with Strongbrook, but Strongbrook has what is called the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network. And it is a network full of mentors who help other people to create the lives that they want. And my wife was gung-ho. She was sold on the idea the minute she heard of it. Myself, I was a little bit more leery. We'd been through quite a few mentoring programs that I thought would be similar. You know, several various ones that we'd spent thousands of dollars on. And they all ended the same way. We came out of it feeling jazzed and feeling, oh, we're going to conquer the world. And 3 months later, we had done nothing. And I was not eager to repeat that pattern again. Even though we weren't doing exceptionally well financially, we were still doing fairly well. We weren't struggling. Our marriage wasn't the best, but we were doing okay. Long story short, I relented, and we did this mentoring program through Strongbrook, and it was by far one of the best things that I have ever done. And coming out of the mentoring class in August, we were able to double our income in August, September, and October, every single month. And we've increased our income and increased our residual income every single month since then. Not only that, it has created a better marriage for myself and my wife and better relationships with our children. The mentoring program was something that just blew me away. And I've read the books. I've read As a Man Thinketh, Think and Grow Rich, The Secret. I've watched The Secret, as I'm sure a lot of you have done with this as well. And it always felt like there was something missing. It always felt like when I got done, it was, yeah, this is great, but what's the next step? How do I go from point A to point B? And the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network was the next step. Chris Crone, who founded the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network, really has the system down of manifesting whatever it is you want. And during our 6 months of mentoring with him, we were able to completely turn our lives to the point to where we could literally manifest anything that we wanted. But more than that, what we learned is that, remember those people I was talking about at the beginning of this call, the people who are lucky, the people who just seem to catch all the breaks. Well, we became those people. And it wasn't any big secret. It was just that we changed our perceptions. We changed our mentality. We changed our mindset. We got rid of some core things that we had been saying. Not that they were necessarily bad things, but they were in light of what we were trying to create. So as we moved forward with everything, the last 6 months has been just an amazing flurry of activity. And we started working with Chris Crone on the development team for the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network. We wanted to help him see his vision and create his vision of mentoring for everyone. One of the things that's kind of unrealistic is for the average person to go out and hire mentors who cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to mentor them to have the life that they want. And yet, to move forward and build the life that we need and that we want and that we desire, we can't do that unless we have those mentors. We can't move forward unless we have those mentors and that guidance in our life. Chris Crone enters stage right. He created what is called the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network. It launched in February 2nd as a soft launch. And it's mentorship for everyone. It takes mentorship to a whole new level. It takes mentorship to a place where not only can anybody afford to have mentorship, but you can have the top mentorship in the world. He's created what is becoming known as the Netflix of personal development. Now, we all know how big Netflix is, and we all know how much time we spend on Netflix. It seems like Netflix takes up a lot of people's times nowadays. And Chris wants to replace Netflix with the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network. It's a powerhouse of a tool that you can use to receive the mentorship that you need to create the life that you've always dreamed of. Now, I'm not just talking about the fluffy good feelings. I'm actually talking about doing the dirty work, getting in and figuring out what you need to figure out, and working with the mentors and doing the things that are really going to accelerate your growth and create the person that you want to be. So let me share with you a little bit more about the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network, because that's why I'm here tonight. That's why I'm sharing this. You are going to love the Mentoring Network because it's going to create limitless financial abundance, unstoppable business success, joyful and lasting relationships, physical well-being, and personal fulfillment. One of the things that I learned from my own business, that it didn't matter how much money I made, I was happier when I had a deep sense of purpose, when I had a sense of personal well-being and personal fulfillment in my relationships. It doesn't matter how much money we have. If we don't have that, we don't have anything. So imagine a community of mentors like you've never seen before. Some of the top minds of our time: Napoleon Peck, Leslie Householder, Mike Driggers, Chris Crone, Todd Falcone, Steve Taubman, Kevin Clayson, just to name a few. And let's not forget some of the ones that have just come on over the past couple of weeks. One of my favorites, Kevin Harrington, as well as Les Brown. These are all powerhouse mentors that normally charge thousands of dollars for their mentoring programs. And you have access to all of those programs to supercharge and accelerate your life. Now, imagine a vault, imagine a world-class membership that's available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for only $99 a month. Mentorship programs that cover a host of different topics, everything from business to personal finance to relationships to marriage to you name it, and it's covered. We have live monthly trainings and live sessions in Orem, Utah, that go over getting in depth and really finding out what's holding you back, as well as creating a community of like-minded conscious creators dedicated to creating their own success and encouraging you to do yours. I've never felt before so inspired and so pushed to create the life that I want to create. Now, imagine if you could get all of this for free. Chris has set this up to where not only can you get access to hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of real estate or of mentoring, but you can do it for free. You can invest in your own life absolutely free. When you help 3 of your friends, when you refer 3 of them over to work with the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network, your monthly subscription is paid for by the Mentoring Network. It doesn't get much better than that, people. On top of that, it helps giving back to the communities. Imagine being able to give inner city kids that don't have the education or the breaks that they need to move forward in life, or less fortunate people around the globe in third world countries. When someone buys a subscription from the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network, we automatically gift a free subscription to somebody that is in need, somebody that needs to change their life, that may not have the financial ability to do so. So what do you get with the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network? Well, you donate 1 membership, which is a $99 a month value. You get a custom website that we build for you to refer your 3 so that you can be filled, which is free. Unlimited access to all the mentoring symposiums. These symposiums are amazing. They're some of the best symposiums that you'll ever see. And unlimited access to your mentoring vault, which is $100,000 a month plus value. The mentoring vault has become one of my favorite tools and assets every day. I spend the first half hour to 45 minutes of my day going through the vault and looking and listening to new courses. The total value for the level 1 membership would be $100,299, and you get it for $99 a month. Level 2 membership is all of the above, only it comes with a $499 plus value home study kit. DVDs, a book, posters, journal. The Conscious Creator book is amazing. You will love it. And you get the optional bonus of being able to start your own business through using the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network. Now, the first 1,000 level 2 people to join as founding partners, and there's some additional perks that come along with that, as such as special recognition at the websites and events, special edition Conscious Creator Founders Pen, and 5 more tickets to an all-day Manifest Now event, which is $1,500 value, and a 1 ticket to a 3-day Live Big event and $97 guest pass, for a total of $105,000 value, all for just $499 up front and $99 a month. Now, here at the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network, we have a mission-minded culture. We want everybody to be financially free. We want you to be one of the very first 1,000 people to achieve $5,000 a month in residual income. And we also want you to commit 30 minutes every day to personal development to transform your life, to build the life that you want. We want you to learn to contribute, lead, lift, and mentor those around you, beginning with your free gift of mentorship. Now, we're also undertaking some larger projects. We have a group that gets together down in Utah once a week, and they take on service projects, and they exemplify serving others. We're also working on putting together several trips to go to Africa to do some to do service work in Africa. So don't just live the American dream. Create a global dream for yourself. Create the ideal life that you want with Strongbrook's Conscious Creator Mentoring Network. So how do you join? First of all, you're going to go to tenleysolutions.com. And when you get there, look through the site, sign up today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. My phone number is at the top of the webpage. I want to thank you guys for coming tonight and for taking the time out of your busy life to share with me tonight as I shared with you the Conscious Creator Mentoring Network. God bless and have a wonderful evening.